and Mark Unleashed!
Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of the Matt and Mark Unleashed podcast. I'm Matt Demaz, I'm joined by Mark Lee. So...
Do you want to know who died this week? A bit of a homage from last week's podcast. Let's jump straight into that pile of death. We got Ted Dabney, a founder of Atari and creator of Pong, dies at 81. After leaving Atari, he continued programming, often for the benefit of his wife. He built a recipe program so she could search for recipes, buy ingredients, and bank programs that allowed her to balance her checkbook, just the way she wanted.
By the way...
Anyway, yes?
Atari has a new console out, the Atari VCS. You want to look it up? Oh, I've already typed it in here, so, you know.
What's it about?
It's a new Atari console.
No?
I don't know what to think.
right.
I guess I'm all for the idea of a new system, but, like, you know...
It's $199. That's a lot for considering the fact that it's got 100 games that cost about $10 on Steam. You'd only be buying it for the sake of having an Atari console if you're an Atari fanboy.
I guess I'm definitely in no rush to buy this, but you know I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean it's harmless, but commercially I do not think it's going to do too well. I'm echoing in on your end, and like you're echoing too with reverb.
Really?
It's weird.
Oh no! I've got my effect turned on.
Oh, well, well, that just makes it more interesting that you started off the podcast talking about someone dying, and you just got this ominous echo reverb.
Is it going through now?
Yeah, you're good now. Anyway, so
okay, cool. I turned it off. Good.
Yeah, it's pretty harmless stuff. You know what? I don't have any problem with this. I just think I wouldn't think it's the best idea either, you know, but you know, weirder things have happened in the gaming world. Some stuff that you don't think is going to be successful ends up taking off, so, you know, what are you going to do?
True. They do have a quote. I don't know where this quote is from, but it was on Tech Radar. Who the hell said this? Our objective is to create a new product that stays true to our heritage while appealing to both old and new fans of Atari. Who the hell is a new fan to Atari? Seriously.
Well, I mean...
Nobody comes in saying,
I mean, Atari has published a lot of games recently, so... You know, I mean, they did the Dragon Ball Budokai games for one, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an Atari fan, dude. You know, if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't have video gaming as we know it today. So, you know, you got to respect that.
Yeah, but would you be considered a new fan?
No, I grew up playing an Atari 2600 when I was a kid, so, you know.
Exactly. It's to the point.
I was playing it in the 90s, mind you, but, you know. I thought it was cool. I used to like playing Pac-Man on it and Asteroids and Moonbase, I think it's called. Yeah.
Oh, not Moonbase Alpha, that's different.
Oh, John Madden. Like you just hear this barrage of
text-to-speech people running around on a moon. Yeah,
that
was on the Atari. I'd buy the shit out of it.
Fuck it, let's watch that video.
Oh Christ!
Moonbase.
Just to like, if you tuned in to have a political discussion or anything like that, no, it's gonna be full of memes today.
There we go. It's gonna be memes, buddy. If you tuned in for educated conversations, you're not gonna find it here, people.
This is what you get for moving to Queen's birthday in Queensland.
John Madden. Wow, the volume's really low on this.
Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, ayo. 999. I'm laughing for real right now.
999? The question for you, Mark, is 999. Is that is the meaning of life?
That is my favorite question. That is not the meaning of life.
I like how they just randomly put the Super Mario Brothers music in there.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Isn't it from the second game, Super Mario Brothers 2? I think.
Yeah.
And then I remember the Sonic the Hedgehog 8-bit game completely ripping off this song, the jungle theme.
I think I screwed up.
This is horrifying.
Yeah.
What did you screw up?
Okay, I think last podcast I mentioned that the Atari co-founder Ted Dabney died age 80. And yeah, that was an article that was written 9 days ago, and then 4 days ago there was the same article saying that he died age 81.
Oh yeah, guys. The Gorillaz have a new album coming out called The Now. I think we've already talked about that, but I just want to say it again because why the fuck not? Continue.
I like that.
I like
Sorry to
things.
interrupt you.
Oh my god.
I know. What do you think of the song? What do you think of the music video? What do you think Jack Black's in it? Do you reckon the rest of Tenacious D is going to perform in the album? Do you think Foo Fighters is going to make a comeback in the Gorillaz? I mean, not that they... No, they won't.
Oh
in the
yeah, I
Gorillaz.
got some sad
Do you-
news to announce. Apparently, the new System of a Down album has been scrapped. So
Did you know?
that makes me a sad panda. It's safe to say
Sure.
that the band is pretty much done, but you know, this is just. You never know, but it doesn't look too good for the band. I think they're pretty much done now. So, you know, Slayer retired this year and System are probably going to retire as well. So, you know, I could be wrong though. Hopefully I'm wrong. I pray to God I'm wrong. Please, please, please don't fucking break up or I'll fucking kill myself. But, you know, if I'm right, then, you know, that's another influential band that's going to be calling it quits in 2018.
Yeah, but it won't be because of suicide, at least.
That was last year and this year.
Yeah. I mean, that train's gonna keep bloody going on, you know. Choo-choo, motherfucker. But like,
Jesus.
you know, I don't think it's gonna be from System of a Down. Mark proceeds to eat his words by December when the lead singer decides to off himself. I mean, I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't not bet on it. What? Don't judge me. I'm gonna make money somehow.
Oh my god.
That is
TTD.
a
10
as a bet on
tears
sports
down.
bet. I'm trying to find some. I've found some. Don't put your dick in that, but I have a feeling I don't want to leave that until towards the end.
So there is a
I think I
YouTube
should-
channel called Happy Metal where they do major scale covers of metal songs. And I heard one that they made that was a rendition of Fade to Black by Metallica. And they called it If Metallica Never Got Their Gear Stolen. So let's give it a gander, shall we?
Good old whack. I mean, no, wait, sorry.
Give me a second. I will.
don't have my porn
I'll
open.
just throw this show away. It's absolutely brilliant how they did this. It's very, very impressive.
Ask the boss for an early knockoff to see the North Queensland Toyota Cowboys take on the Warriors.
God, why
6
is the
p.m.
volume
Friday
so
night.
schizophrenic with
Enjoy
YouTube?
happy hour around the grounds from 5 to 6 p.m. Book now at cowboys.com.au.
Mine's just straight up muted when I open this one up. That helps.
You're gonna have to manually monitor everything now. Okay, so
Oh, that sounds nice. I don't mind that.
doesn't that just sound like a happy song instead of depressing?
Oh, those drums are very heavily compressed.
These guys are just absolutely insane. I don't know how the hell they managed to play like this. The fact that they're probably not in a band or signed or anything like that is a fucking travesty.
They might do it on the side, or they probably don't want to make any money. I know a lot of people say that they don't want to make any... they don't want to do a job out of something that they love, because then it suddenly doesn't turn into something
I mean,
that they
the
love.
way they write music, it seems like they take this shit pretty seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, they just completely reconstructed the song in major key. I mean, you know. Obviously,
At
they
least
take
didn't
it a
pitch
little
tune in
bit
post.
seriously.
Yeah.
Either that, or they just, you know, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they only have
but can they
22,000 subs. That is fucking. I'm expecting this to fucking shoot up though. I reckon they're gonna go viral if they keep this up. This is absolutely amazing.
That sounds really good, yeah.
Listen to the ribbon part. I like how the ribbon part doesn't really sound that much different towards the end. Except that part there sounds so weird because it's sort of like they're doing a different chord that's like sort of sounds the same as the previous one, but they have to,
Yeah.
otherwise it won't be in major.
What part of the video are you up to?
I'm about 2:30.
Oh, okay. I got to about 3 minutes in. It feels like I'm gonna rock up to the school of hard knocks.
School of hard knocks.
You can just see the film effect over the.
I gotta admit,
crane
that
shot.
guitar looks really gorgeous. You can't
It
go
does,
wrong.
yeah.
Can't go wrong with wood grain.
Apparently, you can go very Asian though. Jesus.
This part doesn't really sound different. I might be hearing it wrong. I like how really good sounding guitars are just getting less and less expensive these days. The one that he's playing doesn't look like it costs that much.
It doesn't look at the. I mean,
I don't
You
even
can-
know what guitar is it? I mean, I could be wrong. It could be worth like $2,000.
single coil gen. Oh, let's go down that beam hole.
Either way, man, these guys know what they're doing. They got good tones and these things. That's all that matters.
They know what they're doing. There might be something else
This
going
guy
on in
just
the
plays
background that I
lead
don't know about.
effortlessly.
Effortlessly is you saying the word effortlessly.
Oh, he's playing Fishman pickups. No wonder it sounds so good. I'm guessing they're Fishmans because it's got that weird line through it. Anyway, what'd you think of that, Mark? That's something else.
Pretty good production. I like that. Yeah, I'm quite a fan of that.
This guy, these
Um,
these guys have done so many other songs, but we'd be sitting here all night.
Thanks for joining us from Metallica.
Oop.
Let us know what you
Yeah,
thought.
we couldn't make a
Should we do it
podcast
again
out of
next
that.
year?
That'd be
With
ridiculous.
Megadeth, Iron Maiden. Make sure you subscribe.
So anyway,
Any of our videos. That's right.
Yes. What's up? Okay. I tried to find a story recently. I don't know if it's real or not. I can't figure out where the hell this is. I think this might be a fake story. I'll try sending it over to you.
Well, I got a real story right here. Apparently, Lil Tay got interviewed on live TV, and yeah, this is news. What?
Yeah. Okay. Was it on Current Affair or Today Tonight?
Oh, apparently
Which
all
trash
of Lil
friggin'
Tay's
show was it?
Instagram posts got deleted. Holy shit! What? What?
Aw.
Drama.
Oh, no.
I gotta watch
Drama.
this. I gotta watch this
Hashtag
drama.
drama.
For Complex News,
Hashtag
I'm
drama.
Martinez. Stop everything
Yeah.
that you're doing because the time has come to investigate just what happened to Instagram's young
Yes, let's
Let's
waste
go
all
the
that
drama.
fucking time on
All
this,
the
lady.
9-year-old's problematic
Sounds like a
and
great
controversial posts
idea.
Disappeared as pointed out by Jezebel.
Perfect.
For those of you fortunate enough to not know who Lil Tay is, she's a child who's created a controversial persona.
God, why does everyone fucking hate this girl? She doesn't even know what she's doing, dude. Like, her brother's pretty much bullying her at this point, you know? Anyway, she got interviewed on live TV, and Pyro Cynical did, like, a video completely demolishing her again. It's kind of getting old, this shit, because she's just a kid, you know? I don't know. It's fucking...
You don't think there's somebody else in the background pulling the strings, trying to cause all of this attention to make a ton of money?
What was the video called? Lil Tay's
hashtag
career.
conspiracy
Yep,
behind
here we go. Oh, wait, that was the wrong
Lil Tay
guy.
has a career?
Lil Tay, stay away from the old-fashioned.
Oh, the rapper.
I hate this guy. No offense to that's old Sogi, but
No? Okay. Are we talking about the other Lil Tay?
Oh
There's
wait,
two of them now.
yeah, this
Lil
dude
Tay,
here with
stay-
the weird ass haircut digged into her, and she's on TV. She gets interviewed.
I don't think pretending to smoke a carrot
Yeah.
will
Here we
do
go.
any damage.
Ooh, I'm tired.
Yeah, this is. She's smoking a
And
carrot.
I don't even know why you would even try to paint Lil Tay and her
Good
family in a bad light when they do a great job at that themselves. Because personally, I don't know.
Who's getting tons of notoriety.
Profit off your daughter now.
No one's forcing me to do this.
Her mother looks so weird. Like she looks like a fucking robot.
Of course, Lil Tay's mom.
Hello, I am Lil Tay's mother.
Considering she was also put in that position
It's
by her
because the
own
face is
daughter,
as
or, well, it's
symmetrical as
actually her
Mark
own fault for
Zuckerberg's.
allowing her daughter to get into her ex-boss's old car and the old
Huh.
condos that her old company
I am
used to
Android
own.
2B84987.
That's just awkward. Part of me's still going,
I
like,
run my
fiction.
daughter's
Like, this
Instagram.
actually happened
Actually,
in
she
real
runs it
life.
herself, which is a violation of the rules anyway. So, you know.
Oh. She
Oh.
actually runs several hundreds and thousands of children accounts. It's really easy to manage all of them.
I
All
don't
you
know
have to
why
do is
this
plug them
even
into
became a
report.
thing. I mean, we all know that mumble rappers and whatnot are all pretty much programmed the same way that Lil Tay's trying to be programmed.
Grounds to be banned
Program-
from Instagram, just like
'Cause, you know, the mother's a
previous
robot.
Instagram accounts,
Yeah.
that she just ended her career. And still
I
her
tried to make a
mother
robot
and
joke before.
I think we
Yeah.
talked about this last
Makes sense.
episode. You guys can
Letting
go
her
back
do
at that.
this.
We
As a
kind of go in
manager,
depth
damage
about this
control is
whole
your job. Selling
thing
a
with
house
mumble
and
rap
selling a
and just
foul-mouthed 9-year-old is a
people
plan.
playing
They're obviously two
characters
different
and
ballgames. But she's
whatnot.
really not doing the greatest job in this interview.
Yeah, this one's just flat out fucking cancer.
I mean, the reason why this is such a fucking dumpster fire is because the internet instantly jumped on it and just exposed the fuck out of it. So it's a lot harder to do that in the music industry as opposed to some 9-year-old kid on Instagram is being abused and all the fucking bleed heart snowflakes are whinging about it, going, "Oh, she's being abused," and then it becomes a fucking shit show, and you know. And I guess all these people have to pick up the pieces now because it's just an absolute fucking train wreck at this point. So you
Wow, that
know,
was the saddest thing I've ever seen. What is this, like a hoodie that she's got that's got like this gold foil underneath, black fishnet, and there was like a Lamborghini, like a white Lamborghini Murcielago or something in the background. Like just trying to be cool. You can't be cool when you're a kid. There's no way to do it. You cannot do it. There's no
no
no.
way in hell. I got some more drama here, I think.
Cool.
Let
Excellent.
me.
Okay.
I was following this ice Poseidon thread on Kiwi Farms, and
Ah, yes.
remember
I
that
thought
guy
I was gonna find out.
Arab Andy that got arrested for like a bomb threat or something? I think he's in Ice Poseidon's circle or something.
Barely.
You know, it's only a matter of time
That wouldn't
before.
surprise me.
It's only a matter of time before Ice does something equally as stupid as that and ends up in jail. I'm just fucking counting the days it happens. It's just, it's an accident waiting to happen right now. Well, it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Him being in jail. I think
the thing I don't get is so many
attention.
people actually support Ice Poseidon. Like, he has so many fans, but you know, when you actually do some research, he's actually done some absolutely terrible things. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Eventually, it's gonna implode. It's
oh shit. Hang on. Crap. I sent the wrong link.
I mean, I don't know Ice Poseidon personally, but
There you go.
you know, he just comes off as just a fucking weirdo, like an autist or something like that.
Well, yeah, because he is. I mean, not to judge people by having autism. I mean, it's a massive spectrum. You've got like all different types of behavioral traits with autism. His, on the other hand, I don't know if it really works that well on Twitch. Or well, I mean, in a live broadcast.
What is this?
Setting.
Is this drama? Did you...
I just thought it was funny. It's kind of drama. It's very fabricated.
Let's have a look. What do we got here? What is this?
It's someone called Serendipitous for doing an IRL stream.
Oh. Where is he? At a fair or something?
Yeah.
What is this?
Streaming?
Oh, hey, Ice.
Oh, are you on Twitch? Are you on Twitch? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Ice just
no.
won't go away, man. Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm telling you, man, this is a fucking implosion waiting to happen.
Yeah. We know. He's trying to get into everyone else's Twitch stream without their consent.
Oh
and I think
my
it's hilarious.
Anyway, I got some
I think
cool.
it's terrible, but it's funny.
I got a cool gear update for you guys. I actually just purchased a Sony A7 for $800 on eBay. With the batteries
They
and
are cheap now.
with the battery grip and all that included, and 2 batteries. I mean, holy shit. Let me tell you
also have a
guys,
kit lens
Sony
to go with it.
A7 is an absolutely fantastic camera for the price. I wouldn't even bother buying a Canon camera ever again in that price range, like $800 price range, because this camera just outperforms 760D, 750D, 700D. Sadly, because I like that camera, you know, I don't like to talk shit about it, but. And obviously the 550D, it's just an absolute beast of a camera. If you guys want to have
Just hope it works.
if you guys want to have a little bit of a demo of what this camera is capable of, I'll pull up a demo reel for you guys. Mark can watch it too if he wants. It's up to him. Seeing it's a full frame camera, you know, if you use a full frame lens, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have an absolutely fantastic time.
That's an A7S.
Oh shit. Well, fuck.
But it's close enough, I guess. I don't know. It's got the same color signs because it's Sony. Yeah. I think the dynamic range is about the same anyway because it's sensor.
Damn it. Where was that video I just saw? Short film. There was a short film or something. Where is it? There it is. No, not that one.
No. Let's just pull up a whole bunch of MTF charts and compare the level of sharpness from the center to the
Damn
outer
it.
edge and
Hang on. Oh, I think I
against
found it.
every
Wait
other
a minute.
camera, including the Samsung NX1 or something. That was a
Yeah,
camera
this
that
will
existed.
give you guys a little bit of a yeah, here it is. I found it. My bad. I just landed in a bad.
Oh.
Okay, so
You
this
get
will
rid of
show
the
you what
label
this
off
video.
mine.
This will show you what this camera is capable of video wise. Very, very impressive.
go.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me turn up the quality. Jesus.
Stick it on 4K. Oh wait.
I got it on 720p now. There we go. Yeah, as you can
Ooh.
see, this camera is no fucking joke. It's you know, it's just absolutely fantastic quality. and it shoots in slow motion because it can actually film in 60 FPS! Yay! At 1080p! Something that 760D wishes it could do.
I wonder why they limited it like that with the Canon cameras. That's so stupid.
I don't know, dude. I'm so over it. I'm fucking over Canon cameras for now, at least. And if they come out with a decent camera in the next year or so, I might go back, but right now, I'm all about that Sony life.
Yeah. The Canon did come out with a like a Rebel Series 4K camera, but it's so shit.
Dude, this Sony A7 is like a fucking standard right now. Like everyone uses the Alpha lines. The Alpha line, like all these YouTubers have jumped to Sony. It's just complete dominance over the market right now, and rightfully so, because Sony have took some gambles and, you know, made it affordable to get full frame, and it's winning people like me over, because I'm dropping $800 on one. You know, it's a lot of money to spend, and you know I wouldn't do that if I didn't think I was getting a good product. And you know that's what you're gonna get whenever you get an alpha camera like that. So
yeah, that and like,
I mean, with the Canon cameras, the 5D Mark II is really impressive. It's one of my favorite cameras, and the 700D is also very good. But you know, they're crop sensors except for the 5D Mark II. So it's like.
Not to necessarily say that crop sensors are inherently objectively worse than a full frame. It all depends exactly on what you plan on using it for. But in Matt's case, you would use it for like low light and shooting at a wide angle, exactly like you do in your room, which is where you probably plan on using this most of the time.
That's why I went out and purchased the kit lens for the camera I'll be getting, which is an FE, which means it's full frame designed for full frame cameras.
Have you heard of? Okay, there's a meme going around with, what is it, Lord Farquaad on top of, I think it was Mark Zuckerberg's body. I think it was.
I wanted to use the 18-55 lens that came with the NX7 Sony camera, but you know you'll get the vignetting problem if you use them for the A7. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, you know how you get the Sony E-mount? Can somebody make a Sony E-mount lens with the E-meme? I don't know how you could fuse the two together, but I reckon there's meme gold at the end of that rainbow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So, you know,
I would appreciate it.
I think the lens is called Cell 1855. That's the lens that people use for the older Sony cameras. It's an E-mount kit lens. It's this thing here. I don't think you'd be able to use that for the Alpha 7. Probably not. That's 18 focal length. That's what my Canon kit lens could output. Very similar specs. Yeah, looks pretty sweet. And 55mm. So you know, it's a good lens, but the one I'll be getting is the Cell. I think it's called 2670. Let me have a look. Damn it.
Okay. Is this a good moment for me to segue while you come back again later on?
What for?
Interrupt. No.
Oh, it's alright.
Like, I try to fill in this little bit of silence with like another topic, and then like you find what you're looking for, and then just cut whatever Mark was talking about. You need to talk about something right now.
What's that lens called? Oh yeah, the 28 to
which one?
The 28 to 70. This one here. This is a really cheap lens. It's like sub $300.
Again, everyone.
I'll throw this your way. This is designed for a camera like an A7. It's
It will
for
set
Okay.
you back an astonishing £400 in the
you know, these kit
UK,
lenses are
but
cheap.
only
You know, like the one
$450
for
in the US.
the Rebel
Another
line
case
that
of
you can get
horribly
the
inflated UK
EF,
prices.
whatever
If
it's
Sony
called.
continue this way, they won't have a
I don't
UK
know. It's a
market
long
left.
ass name.
But anyway, in
But
both cases,
this
it's
one
still
is just
bit
a
of
little bit
money
more
for a kit
expensive
lens.
than that.
You will be able to
I guess
find
it's
it
understandable
far
because it's
cheaper
native
over
full
on
frame.
eBay. This lens is
So,
only
you know,
for Sony's mirrorless
you know,
camera.
if you've got a full frame camera, you know, 28 millimeters is going to be more than enough to get a wide shot.
Most appropriate for full frame cameras. In fact, I
True.
won't be
Do you know how
testing
wide
this
28
particular
mil is
lens
compared to a
on
crop?
APS-C
I can see the
Compared to
calculation
18.
for you.
28 to 70 millimeter.
Know how wide 28 mil is on a 35 versus what the equivalent would be for a crop. I'll give it
It's
a
definitely a
calculation.
dramatic difference if we're talking Rebel cameras, because like you're missing half the image on a Rebel
So
camera.
it's not very versatile at all for a zoom lens. A handy feature of this lens,
Yeah,
though, is
so it was at
image
28 mil,
stabilization,
wasn't it?
which Sony calls
Like for
OSS.
example, if I put the
Here's
camera
some
right in
footage
front of me
without
on the computer and I was
stabilization
zoomed out at
70mm.
28 millimeters,
And here's the
you
same
could not only
footage
could
with
you
it
see
turned
me, but you
on.
could probably see each side of the room.
As you can see, it's really
Probably.
efficient, holding your image
Yeah,
nice
well,
and still,
the equivalent to that
smoother
on a crop
video
sensor
work
would be as
and
if you had a
sharper still
17.5
pictures.
millimeter,
Let's
which
look
is
at the lens
basically like the 18 to
Yeah,
55
so
that
it's
you've
pretty
got.
much the same thing, except just a little tiny bit more. You know.
The tiniest, yeah. Very tiny.
Would you like to show us a comparison? Actually, let me bring it up. Okay, let's compare Sony A7 crop factor to Canon 700D. This should be interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Ooh, okay, here we
the
go.
crop factor on a full frame is 1:1.
Okay, here's a detailed
Canon is 1.6.
comparison if you want to go deep into this. Booyah. Seeing this is sort of another camera podcast. So we got this. Damn it, I should probably check my hard drive space just to make sure I'm not running out of space because I'm recording right now.
Show us your files.
Yeah. Oh god, I got 46 gigabytes left. Oh. Alright, anyway, so here's a detailed comparison between the A7 and 700D. You know, it's just full frame CMOS sensor, you know, compared to an 18 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor. So, you have an ISO of 100 to 25600. That is
256,000?
no, 2500, 25,600.
25,600?
So
There
yeah.
you go.
So you've
Is it even separated by commas?
double. You've got double the ISO. Sony.
That means you get another stop of brightness.
Sony E mount, tilting screen. Although the Canon actually has a fully articulated screen, which is kind of a upgrade compared to the A7, but you know, who cares? If you're filming wide angle, if you're filming a wide angle, like vlogging, you've got the camera like just a little bit in front of you, it's going to see everything behind you anyway, and you're going to be in frame, no problem.
Yeah.
So you've got both can do 1080p, no problem. So that's pretty cool. Built-in the Sony A7 has built-in wireless, and it weighs less, much less than the Canon. Like literally almost a whole 100 grams less. So anyway,
Not
so
that really matters
we
in the
have
end of the
some.
day.
Do we have any photos here to compare? Gee, they really went in depth here. I really can't be bothered looking at this. Okay, so I'll give you a comparison of what a full frame picture is compared to crop sensor. This will give you some idea.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not bashing crop sensors, by the way. You could still get a really nice wide shot with a decent lens with a crop sensor. It's just full frame. It's like you just see more. It's just much more invigorating. So here's a comparison here. A nice, juicy comparison. Yeah, it's like you're a professional. You can see more shit. It's really nice. So here is two pictures here, and this kind of gives you an idea. of what you're gonna get if you get a full frame. You're gonna be able to see all of this shit. Compared to the crop sensor where you could only see, you know, that. It's just, why wouldn't you get a crop sensor if you're serious about video or photography? It just baffles the mind. Like
If you can work around the technological issues.
Yeah, using
works
wider
fine.
lenses, yeah, obviously, but it's like,
Well, then there's the dynamic range issue, which is easy to work around.
of
Oh, yeah, you
course.
just shoot in
I
HDR,
mean,
or you just
the
shoot in
Blackmagic
scenes that don't
Cinema
require that
camera is a
much
crop
dynamic
sensor,
range.
and its dynamic range is absolutely phenomenal. So you know,
Yeah,
it's like,
that's because its photo detector sites are huge. They're as big as the 5D or something. I should probably look that up.
So I'll give
feel
you
like- yeah, I'm talking about
another
micro sizes now.
comparison here, just you know, just to show you guys what kind of serious shit, you know. This is some crazy shit right here. Look at this. Okay, here we go. Give me a second. I'll just center this in the screen. There we go. So there's some different comparisons here. Wait a minute, what? So the first picture is full frame, the second one is crop. Okay, there's really not much difference there. That's interesting. Although it's just a slight zoom in.
Yeah, you're not going to get exactly the same optical, image because of the optics changing physically.
But
Yeah, it all depends
anyway,
on what you need on a creative level more.
let
than
me
anything,
try to
though.
find a
It's
better.
like-
Give me a second. What do we got here?
Okay.
Ooh, Anyway, you guys get the idea. It's like you
It's
just
just better.
you just see more of the image. If you're using a prime lens like a 50mm, you're going to be able to see more. It's not going to be so zoomed in.
Yeah.
So you've got fuck off
Yeah.
ads. Fucking hey.
Need to have disabled ads. I kind of feel like that would mean you get a lot of ads that are related to disability. It's just that's not exactly what I meant by.
Here's
disabled
another
ads.
video I've just randomly found. I don't know if it's gonna
Oh
be.
yes, please.
This will give you some tips, I guess, guys, if you're interested. I don't know if you are, but.
Have you ever heard
Oh,
of
it's a
the terms
female on the
full-frame
internet.
camera and non-full-frame
Oh, it's got
camera?
one dislike.
Maybe yes, maybe no. Now, the good thing is that today we're going
Yeah,
to
let's skip ahead
Must
a
be the
little bit.
person who uploaded it.
What you need to see is that they look almost similar, but what is
What's the difference? The picture
you might
quality.
get dust. But now what we're seeing
The
is
overall
the
quality.
mirror. And
Yeah,
because
it's
we're
like the
seeing mirror,
tiniest
ba-
touch-up.
Basically, the mirror
But
is
it can make all
exactly
the
same
difference
size
between
as the
looking
center.
like an
I
enthusiast
don't think this
and a
really tells
professional.
you anything.
36 millimeters.
Oh, here we go.
Horizontally and 24 millimeters vertically. Now, if
Hmm.
you measure the sensor of a full-frame digital camera, this sensor it's gonna measure the same as the old.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's not telling me nothing.
Analog
I kind of
camera.
wanted to see picture comparisons, and instead we get a lecture by a Russian woman.
I think if you're trying to compare a crop to a full frame, really, ultimately, the difference is low light performance.
Yeah,
And
and
that's-
just a little bit more room if you're using a prime lens or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Oh
Like
yeah,
a 50 mil
can
is
you
gonna be
explain to
wider.
us how the low light performance actually improves with full frame? I don't know how that works.
With a full frame? Well, because you've got more light going onto a sensor.
Ah.
It's like, it's not as concentrated. You know how, like, lenses for a crop tend to be, let's say 1.8, with your 50mm 1.8, for instance. If you go to a full frame, that 1.8, it isn't being cut off on the edges because, it's the crop sensor. It cuts off your image. With the full frame, you get that little bit of extra light on the edges. So there's actually more light overall hitting the sensor. Kind of like in a way the opposite of what a speed booster would do, where it tries to concentrate more light into a smaller section. The sensor is just able to catch more light. Kind of like bigger solar panels can catch more energy from the sun, sort of thing. What else was... Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
That's pretty. So basically, you get a more accurate video. It's you know, you don't have to worry about noise everywhere.
No. However, what you will find is if you crop into like do a 100% or a 1-to-1 pixel view of a full frame picture, you'll tend to get about as much noise as you would if you zoomed in on a crop sensor image doing a 1-to-1 scale. So apples to apples, you get about the same amount of noise. But because your full frame is usually more megapixels, you'd scale it down further, and because you're scaling it in, the noise is also scaled down. As stupid as that sounds. So yeah, you actually have a bigger image to make smaller on your monitor. And then 4K monitors come along and we don't have to scale anything down. No. Well, actually, 8K monitors. Oh Christ!
I don't think
like,
Sony Vegas Pro supports 4K. I think it does though.
It would do. Vegas Pro, I think 15.
I might have to take one for the team and download Pro 15 and just use that strictly for 4K. I guess.
Yeah. Or Premiere Pro.
Vlogs or whatever. If I ever get an A7 II or whatever, if I become a millionaire.
Yeah. Plus, you're welcome to borrow my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K whenever that gets released.
Anyway, I got a meme for you. Let's enjoy some memes together.
I like memes. Where is it?
It's PewDiePie.
Oh, okay.
The guy that looks like you. Kinda.
Sure thing.
Welcome.
Do I look like PewDiePie?
What the fuck is that? I'm actually terrified. I think I'm moving. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see what happens in here. Alright, well this doesn't look too bad. I'm so fast!
Oh, by the way, I can't see your screen or anything.
That's why I linked you the video.
Oh, the nostalgia mixed with what the fuckness is just astounding. Jesus! Help!
Yes, he did.
Oh, now it seems pretty normal. Never mind.
Oh my god, Mario.
Alright, let's go through the cannon then, I guess. No, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Skiing. That's great. I was hoping for that.
He's surfing now on the...
Woo! Skiing every day, brother. Now I'm not skiing. Oh god, drugs. Oh god, yeah.
We really need to let's play this. Oh, speaking of let's plays, we still haven't finished the Majora's Mask one. How long's it been now? About a year since the last part?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I don't know. I
feel like it's a little longer than that by now.
Oh, of course.
I'm probably gonna have to end up doing it by myself.
Oh god, here comes the nightmares.
If you want, I don't mind.
See, your schedule is a little bit more tighter than it was before because you got King to do.
What are you doing, man?
So
this is the trippiest experience of my life.
I've got like the capacity to.
It's just so much effort to fucking fire up a let's play. Majora's Mask has been probably the most painful let's play we've had to do because technical problems. Like the last part, I think the fucking emulator crashed and like we lost all this progress. I'm like, damn, dude. It took me forever to edit that video. The video went on for like 2 hours or 3 hours. Just absolute insanity.
Yeah. No kidding. I don't know. Is there a way to make that work any faster for you? Like,
I will complete this game as a sign.
Just record.
Well, if I got faster internet, you know, shit will upload faster.
Yeah, true.
If I use anything else other than Vegas Pro 12, I'd probably be rendering faster too.
I don't know. Vegas can render pretty quickly.
Well, I only render with the CPU because that's the only thing I trust.
It's not fair.
That is true. I also do that.
It takes forever, but you get the best quality possible.
What? Extra life.
Yeah.
Extra life. Oh god.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the only way
whatever.
for me to
Stop.
really do that as well.
Okay.
I think we need to get faster computers.
All right. Well,
I mean,
How's
our
that sound?
graphics cards are fully capable to render things, but Vegas Pro is broken when it comes to the GPU rendering for some reason. Well, Vegas Pro 12 anyway.
Everyone wants to be a bro these days, huh?
I don't know, I can't get to
then.
work. I mean, it works on
That's
fucking
cool.
Adobe Premiere.
And they crashed.
Huh.
Hey, Sign, how you doing?
I don't know. Yeah.
I guess I should
I guess
just
you can see
grab a
Adobe
copy of
Premiere.
Adobe Premiere if I ever want to start rendering 4K
no.
video. That
No,
way
I'm
I
not
can
a
just
Sign
drop it
anymore.
in and
Now
just
I'm a
render
tiny
it.
Sign. Now I'm a sad Sign.
Would it help if you had like probably not, but it would help if you had some guy with like a video tutorial on how to use Premiere, how to work through its timeline and
I don't
use
know,
all of its
I'm
features.
just not a big Adobe guy. I mean, After Effects gave me a headache back in like 2009 when I tried using it.
Dude, After Effects is way different from Premiere.
Boss battle time, baby.
Really?
It's like it takes away the
Fight me
headache.
in real life,
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
side
basically like Vegas,
I don't
but
care
all
how
of the
badass
shortcuts
your
on
hipster
keyboard are
mustache
different.
is.
So
Huh.
if you use the
I am
keyboard
a
shortcuts, you're gonna be like, and then you're gonna eventually get used to that, and then you go back to Vegas and you're like,
I'm gonna have
I
to
know
be
the
forced
shortcuts are
to
different from
convert
Premiere.
to Adobe because
Damn it, the
I
game
can only
freezes
keep
every
this up
time
to
I
so
take
long.
a-
As soon as 4K becomes a
this.
standard, I'm gonna have to do it. Because,
Matt,
you know, I can't be the only guy uploading 1080p video.
Oh, the feels.
you will
Oh,
eventually be
there's
the only
something-
guy uploading
No,
1080p
no,
video.
no.
And
not
4K
fair.
will
I
be
mean,
the standard,
1080p
and
is
you'll be the
still an
last
accepted
person.
standard, you know. I mean, it's not dead yet, but 4K is slowly creeping up to become a new standard.
Stop making me slide.
Yeah, give it like
Oh, God,
3
that's so creepy.
years,
I got
4
a
years,
star.
and everyone will be
Of
uploading
course.
4K,
Of course I got a star.
and 1080p is
earned
going to
that
be
shit.
just dead.
You know, it just
And
seems
civil
like
canon.
it just seems like
Mario, you're
4K
great
would
at
just put
moonwalking,
such a
but this
huge
needs to
strain on
stop.
everyone's hard drives because the file sizes
Where
are
you
so
go?
massive.
Yeah.
But that's what
You go, Mario.
H.265 is supposed
go
to
and you
fit.
go.
Yeah, but I
man.
can't encode that with
please.
my current setup
Thank you.
on Vegas Pro, unfortunately. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll be left
Let's
alone
go
in the dust.
together, I guess.
You'll be the last guy on the neighborhood with a 1080p monitor.
I mean, people still use
kid.
Why not? Oh, we're coming
people
back.
still use
That's great,
720p sometimes for
That's
streaming.
love, I guess. That's love
You know,
for you.
or saving streams on their channels or
can
whatever
show
because it's just
you a
it just takes less time to process.
Where Mario has
Yeah, if
found
they're
to rush.
on Twitch
Hey, yo,
or
it's
Yeah, on
Hey,
Twitch
so
and then
let's have-
sending
take my
stuff to
advice.
YouTube.
Thank you. Whatever advice
yeah.
he has, I want.
That's because they.
720p is a good format now if you want to upload like 10-hour long videos at 60 FPS. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Don't
I mean
Yeah, it saves a
that'll
lot of
still be
space.
relevant, I guess, as well.
Hey, Christ. How do you
Yeah,
roast it?
720p will
If you
always
enjoyed
be a
this
thing.
video, considering hitting a
Because
subscribe
it seems
It's
like
like-
such a great archival format just to put on large clips on.
and the next one.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
How do I
And like
turbo
no
that?
commercial format ever used 720p for anything. Like no Blu-ray, no DVD, no, not even high def VHS tapes or Betamax or anything like that. It'll always
Betamax.
be the
that's-
format. Yeah. I mean, in spatial resolution.
weren't there like
terms.
VHS tapes that were in higher resolution?
Yeah.
I remember there being. I remember the Matrix VHS we have there is high definition.
There is one, yeah. There's also like some archival footage from pre 9/11 in New York, and it's like it's weird seeing. I think it was early 90s.
Weird
New York
seeing
City.
like 720p 60 FPS footage from like the early 2000s.
Yeah. Well, it was higher than 720p. I think it was 1080i.
Actually, there were some
Um,
old videos of System of a Down performing in 1998 that was shot in 60 FPS, and
Yeah.
obviously the quality isn't HD. It's like standard def, but you know, there it is. It's been
Yeah.
upscaled to 1080p 60.
Yeah, I don't know how interesting this side of the podcast is though. Just thinking.
A
like-
lot of my subscribers and followers are fucking tech nerds. They love this shit. We can just sit here for hours and talk about this shit.
Oh, cool. Well, in that case, like, you know how there was a film era? You know how we had high definition film? Still do. And then you go like, Mark, you just
Isn't
said
film
that-
4K?
Yeah, pretty much. In terms of spatial resolution, it's about 4,000 lines
Oh wow.
across and vertical.
So
I think it's a little bit more than that, actually.
they're
But yeah,
lines,
for
not
35 mil.
pixels. They're lines, not pixels.
when you're measuring the spatial resolution of film, you measure it in horizontal and vertical axes individually. Like when you do an MTF chart, you notice that there's like big black bars that go across, and then tinier black bars that go in certain directions.
That's
racist. Yes. Very. That couldn't have been any more racist if I just used the N word again several times. Not that I haven't done that before.
You've done it. You did it during the Majora's Mask Let's Plays.
Yeah, well, it was warranted.
And then I had to put this giant. Then I had to put this giant message on the screen that says Mark is not racist.
No, I was just doing it in all good taste, as you do whenever you use the N word, as everyone does. But they were Gorons. I mean, you know.
Wait, you watched black. Man, you got too much free time. You watch all of the shit we've done.
No. Just the racist bits.
And just to make sure it's not as bad as you think it is.
No, I know it's not bad.
If you ever become world famous, someone will dig up some dirt on you about how you were on a podcast with a autistic Australian man, a 28-year-old Australian man playing Majora's Mask, and then you said the N word.
I'm trying to think of, yeah, what's actually the worst part about that?
Actually, I was 27 back then, wasn't I? I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna be 29 in a month. I feel extremely old. The only thing I know age is catching up to me though, because my back is fucking killing me lately.
Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't that due to a medical condition though? I kind of feel like you're behind the curb in that sense.
I mean, human beings are pretty good up until age 43. That's when you start getting white hair, you know, grey hairs. Around that time.
42, you're fit. 43, you're fat.
You're fucked. Yeah, you start going grey, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to retire. Oh wait, I've still got 20 years. Oh well. What were we talking about?
We're talking about aging and how everyone goes grey at 43, which it actually varies though. But I've seen people go grey like in their late 30s.
No, I meant a high definition video.
Although it could be a disease or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, HD video.
Yeah,
God, we need to stop talking out of our assholes. It's not good.
But then there wouldn't be a podcast.
Yeah, we wouldn't have reasons for people to scrutinize us because we say shit that is probably not right.
Wait a minute, no. We said something and it's on the internet, therefore somebody is going to say that we're wrong, even though it's an opinion. Yeah. What was it? Oh yeah, high definition video. Let's go back to that meme. The New York City video. The reason why that looks weird is not because it's in high definition, but because it's in a high frame rate with a limited dynamic range that doesn't look like it was shot on film and looks like it was shot on a technology that was ahead of its time. Which is slightly crappier than film.
There's a lot of footage of 9/11 that, I swear to God, it's really high quality for the time. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, that's just camcorder. It wasn't compressed on
They're
YouTube
a very
too badly.
expensive camcorder. It was hairbrains away from being a fucking full-on cinema camera.
Oh man, could you imagine shooting that on film? It would get so dusty.
Actually, no, I remember the footage being kind of artifacty. Oh, well, anyway, you know, it's amazing what you can do remastering tape and get it to look. I remember when they remastered all those old films and colored them. You can't even believe it was made in like the 30s. What was it? Alice in Wonderland. Well, no, I could not believe that was shot back then. I think the film was shot in color, Technicolor, I believe. I'm talking out my butt again, but you know how else could they?
Are you talking about The Wizard of Oz?
Oh yeah, The Wizard of Oz. My bad.
Yeah, that was shot on Technicolor. That was shot on a bloody massive camera too, and stupid lights that were just like you'd stand in front of them and then you turn into a pile of ash.
Like, you know, these types of cameras were so ahead of their time. The only people that could afford them were like outrageously rich people.
Yeah. Not $800 cameras that you just bought off eBay.
Yeah, well, you know, these things would have cost millions of dollars.
Yeah, they did. To run. And a few more to purchase. What a time we live in. We have the access to having like ridiculously great technology, and then like the same level of people or the same amount of people I feel are creating the stuff. There was a time when I felt like a lot of people were saying that, hey, now that we've got all this technology, now we're going to have a ton of avant-garde film creators and people who, you know, wouldn't have had the access to it, suddenly having access to all
Wrong.
this. But
Take
no, there's
selfies of
nothing-
food.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Take
like,
pictures of food, I should say.
Yeah.
And doing duck faces and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah.
We took technology and we wiped our butts with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw up some images on Discord if you wanted to take a look at those.
Oh yeah,
real
we should
quickly.
probably find out what we should not put our dicks in.
Yeah.
There's one here.
So, yeah.
You know, just don't. Don't.
Don't. The used blades.
Yep.
Tin
Don't.
can.
Don't.
It will go in smooth. It'll come out like half digested hot dogs. Multiple. And then there was the one above that image. Those are the kind of people who do. Okay? Those are the people that do. And you're not one of those people.
Nah.
No. Don't.
Well, we've been going for over an hour, I think. I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, I need to chuck a massive piss.
Alright,
Thought I'd
guys.
say that.
Thanks for watching. And as per usual, have yourselves a good night and take care.